Hello and welcome everyone to the summary of turn 11 of my solo playtest playthrough of my Memoir 44 double breakthrough map scenario called Force versus Finesse on the Battle of Dubno Brody. The victory conditions are 24 victory points. As you can see, the Germans are only 3 points away from victory, and the Russians, although they lost the town, they did manage to destroy 2 German units, so they're at 17, but they will have a very hard time catching up. So, in some more detail, what happened on the right board? The Germans played their finest hour, and the Russians played pincer move, so 2 units on each side of that particular breakthrough board, obviously. Well, to start with the Germans, these are the units that they ordered, the ones with the dice next to them. This is actually a reinforcement that they got because of the ground reinforcements role. This unit and this unit attacked the KV-1, but to no avail, despite the anti-tank specialization, which is actually true to history because the German anti-tank weapons of the time, despite the Panzerschreck here, which they didn't actually have at that particular time, but I thought it would be fitting for an anti-tank gun. Other than an anti-tank gun itself, but they were actually pretty ineffective in 1941, especially against heavy Russian tanks such as the KV-1s and KV-2s. So no success there, despite even rolling an extra die. The 88 attacked this KV-1 here, so did the tanks with 2 dice, but all to no avail. So despite their finest hour card, the Germans didn't achieve much here on this board. What else? Well, what did the Russians do? Well, on 2 units on each side. On this side, it was actually only 1 because it was only 1 Russian unit there. This one moved up into cover, and from here it would be able to potentially attack the German unit here, or even if it moved here. If it moved into the woods, then probably, well, they wouldn't be able to hit each other because it would be just 1 die, -1 is 0. But then the German unit would move into cover and it would move here. And if it moved here or here, well, this would be too far, obviously, but here they could potentially be hit. This Russian armored infantry, supported armor, I should say, actually just, I believe they destroyed a German unit. Yeah, the single infantry figure that was over here. The artillery unit moved up from here along the road to also support Lutsk here. They really don't want to lose that one. Well, that's mostly it. And as for reinforcements, the Russians received a T-34 unit, so an elite armor unit. On the other board, the Germans played an infantry assault, and the Russians played a barrage card. The Germans ordered a couple of infantry units on the, well, for them, the right side of the board with the infantry assault. This one attacked the armor unit there, the artillery unit there, but to no avail. Support trucks also count as infantry units. So they were both ordered and they reinforced the 2 tank units here, resupplied, I should say, is the official game term. And as far as reinforcements go, they received a mortar unit. I actually used a nice figurine for that too, as you can see, an actual mortar figure. They had it on the move as well, which was the artillery unit here. Well, that about sums up what the Germans did. And the barrage card, well, the Germans also very importantly took Brody, and as it's a last to occupy medal, despite the fact that subsequently on the Russian turn that unit was destroyed by the barrage card, it's still in German possession because it was last occupied by the Germans, which is denoted by the Russian medal that is still there. This also means that at the moment the Germans have 5 town medals, and the Russians have 7 left. Should they lose 1 more, they will have lost the majority. And the scenario special rule of getting to roll 3 extra dice for ground reinforcements. So rather than just the ones that they're entitled to because of the number of command cards that the Russians have, which is 4, They get to roll 7, but should they lose one more town, they'll only roll 4. So chances of getting many more reinforcements will be pretty slim by that time. The KV unit also moved up here. Let's see if it can still do something, but they're in a pretty difficult situation, the Russians, that is, because there are a couple of victory medals behind, and, well, frankly, I don't really see how they'll catch up, but we'll play the scenario to the end and see, well, who comes out on top, and it looks like it's going to be the Germans, which would be historically accurate. But, let's see how everything turns out. Thank you for watching, and see you on the next one.